Hello, how are you today? I hope you're well. Here I am again to talk to you about marriages, because for sure we have been having a lot of challenges. When there is no peace in a home, even there is no church, there is no nation. That is why we want to talk about it. We are going to talk about a Christian marriage whereby one person is saved, the other one is not. So today with me is Pastor Jeremiah, because these challenges, they are not only coming to us as counselors, but they are also going to the pastors. What are the challenges, Mchungaji?
Main challenges that we are facing is where one spouse is born again and the other one is not born again, and this one falls mostly to women. And this one becomes a challenge because it's like two kingdoms now are coming together in to form one group. You get that they are colliding somehow. This person, even when he comes to the church, there is no concentration. God initiated marriages, and therefore with God, when he started the marriage, put it in a way that man has his area where he needs to participate, same to woman. When they collide, they come to us as pastors. We also encounter some other challenges where in finances, where this marriage was built on a material wealth, but somewhere along the way, the material wealth decreased or disappeared completely. So in this case, you get them coming to you, we don't know what to do, where one spouse is not understanding the other. My husband is not providing now in nowadays, but on the other hand, if you listen to both of them, you get that this husband it's not like that, he is not providing. It's totally because the material wealth is decreasing. So the way he was providing is not the way he is providing today.
It is true, those are the things that are happening. Sometimes you don't even understand what attracted who. So when they get into this marriage, they don't get what they expected in the marriage, because sometimes, as he is putting it, when the woman starts realizing that she was really conned in too many things, this man never showed her the true colors, this becomes a real challenge. If this kind of a client comes to you as a pastor, yes, and you realize that the foundation was wrong, how do you go about it?
First of all, there is this thing that we come up with first, that marriage means everything. Marriage is everything because whatever you see happening in the society, it comes from the marriage. He who gets a wife gets something good, and more so gains favor from the Lord. So when they come to us with such kind of challenges, we normally help them to look out what's the genesis, what's the beginning of this challenge that you are facing. Maybe finances, and maybe responsibilities are increasing, but the income is not changing. So if one is not understanding that we are growing, that one becomes a disaster. So if they come to you in such a way, you have to let them know that things changes. In this way, trying to talk to them and to help them, unapata ya kwamba some even don't talk. This is also another challenge. After getting the genesis, then you try to come out. What can we do? Sababu unapata some challenges they are facing ni mambo wao wenyewe wanaweza kuketi chini na watatue, lakini sababu they don't have this time, they don't create time to sit down and talk, it becomes a disaster. And some they end up divorcing, breaking up their good marriages because they don't have time to sit down as a husband, and so you help them on how to create that time.
Like now for the case of whereby we have a man who is not saved,
sure,
and the wife who is saved. We want them to create dialogue.
Yeah.
And this man comes very drunk. How will they connect?
Hakuna mahali Mungu amesema sababu wewe umeokoka, you don't have to do this. Either one is born again or the other one is not. You have to fulfill your marriage light. If one is not born again, the other one is born again. Well, first of all is understand. Yes, I'm a born again and my spouse is not yet born again. Number one, you being born again does not minimize your responsibilities in the marriage. That you getting born again does not stop your husband from being your husband.
You don't demonize him?
We don't. And let me tell you, You know, in some cases, unapata wazee, we are also complaining. Those men who are not born again, they are coming to us as pastors, they are telling us, we want to get born again, but our wives cannot let us become born again because they are also humiliating us. They are not showing that Christianity to us in the house. Even if you are born again, you are talking with tongues of angels. You are Holy Spirit filled.
Yeah.
You should understand your husband is your husband.
Yes.
Even if he gets in the house at 10, at 1, midnight, if you want him to change, understand him. Show him this is the way. So even if you don't have that time, your husband comes at midnight, he is tired, you're also tired, and then he gets very early in the morning to depart from the house. Create time. Get a 50 bob airtime. Call him through phone. Mwanamke mwenye hekima anajenga ndoa yake kwa mikono yake miwili. Asiye na hekima anaibomoa. For our marriages to work in a better way, it's good for us to have patience. If you make God the foundation of your marriage, for sure, we know God changes things. We know where God is recognized, He also beautifies things. So I know that marriages are going to work. Marriages are going to fulfill their duties, and we are going to celebrate. We are going to advise the generations to come that marriages can work.